So when coming to fish here at Seven Lakes, please look at the rules before turning up, especially here for Lake 6. You must have a high-sided mat or a cradle for putting the fish in, just to keep it secure. And also it is barbless hooked only on this lake, so there'll be no exceptions on that within the rules. We do sell barbless hooks if you do just forget yourself sort of thing and you need to get out a bit of a hole. Yeah, so there's no exceptions on that. And carp care kits as well, you must have a carp care kit when fishing. But yeah, anything, all the rules are online, so please have a read. But if you get here, we do have stuff on site. All it takes is a phone call to go on the website and order it, and we can deliver that to your swim to get you out of a bit of trouble. So here at Seven Lakes, we care about our fish safety, as we want to continue for these fish to be in pristine condition for the next angler. So we'd like to take a minute for you to watch this video on just how to maintain your fish, just to keep everyone up to scratch, especially coming into this new season. We just want to make sure everyone's on board with it. So obviously I have an Urca mat here, I've got nice big sides on it, big padded bits. It's got a nice mat in the bottom so that fish, if it starts thrashing about, it's not going to do any damage to itself at all. And here I have my lovely carp pillow to demonstrate. And obviously when you're picking up fish, please, especially in the nets, make sure all the pectoral fins here are all pushed back against their body. So when you lift them out of the net, the fish hasn't got its fin twisted and stuck, as the easiest way to sort of break a fin, damage the fish, everything like that. And also, yeah, just make sure the fish is nice and tucked in nicely. Then when you put it in the mat, make sure your mat is nice and wet, ready for the fish to go on it. Especially in the summer, this is paramount, because your mat will get so hot that even if you put your hand on it, your hand won't want to be on that mat for any more than a couple of seconds before it's on fire. So you can only imagine what that fish would feel like after you've just taken it out of a nice cool lake. So yeah, just make sure everything's nice and wet and ready to go. And then when you have your fish, where you've hooked it in the mouth, please just put a little bit of carp care kit, which I do have on me here. So you can get yourself little pouches like these, and then these are a couple of quid from any shop, or we can buy it from ourselves here at Seven Lakes if you don't have one. And then we can bring that to you on your swim. But you must have one of these when fishing at Seven Lakes now, as part of the rules. And yeah, where you've hooked it in the mouth, just always make sure you give it a little blob just to cover up that hole, make sure no infection is going to get in there, make that any worse than it needs to be. And yeah, even if it's not bleeding, showing any sort of damage signs, just make sure you're putting it on, just caring for that fish. Check it over the body, put a little bit on the body, on the scales, if it's got a little red mark or anything like that. Really look after the fish, please. And we'll keep them pristine for everyone to catch in the future. So yeah, also, once you've caught a fish, if you notice the fish maybe has like a really bad mouth or a lot of damage, it just doesn't look right in a bad way and it's really out of condition, just please phone up the number on the website, ask for a bailiff or a fishery assistant like myself, my name's Josh, to come down and have a look at it, and we'll deal with that on site. If you just keep hold of the fish for us, that would be absolutely brilliant, and then we can really look after them. When holding the fish and retaining it for us to come and view, please just make sure you've got it in the water in a sack, a sling, your net, anything like that. Just make sure the whole body is covered in water and it is sat in the water quite nicely just on the bank. And it probably do yourself a favour just to make sure your net is sort of secured to the bank so the fish can't swim off with your stuff all around it, or your net around it, sort of thing.